What is up, guys? Dale Boy here. So a really interesting news story has been published on Boxing Scene, and that is that Daniel Jacobs has signed a multi-fight agreement with HBO and Eddie Hearn. This is really interesting. Firstly, Danny Jacobs was supposed to fight on the Luis Ortiz versus Deontay Wilder undercard. That is no longer going to happen. Daniel Jacobs' next fight date, according to this article, is going to be announced after the Canelo versus Golovkin replay, and I believe that is tonight. So he's going to be fighting on HBO now, and he has signed with Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn has indicated in the past that he is going to sort of take his business to the United States and expand. Matchroom Boxing are expected to open an office in New York, and Danny Jacobs is the first fighter signed as a part of that sort of project. So this is really exciting news. It's going to be interesting to see how Eddie Hearn sort of deals with the American market and to see how he promotes over there. Will he go down while in the United States? I think so, because ultimately, in terms of promoters in the United States, there's nobody doing it well. Bob Arum is what he is. He's old. He's past it. You know, nobody wants to hear Bob Arum speak. You've got Lou DiBella again. Lou DiBella, to me, he's not a good promoter. I'm sorry. You know, you've got guys like that who are not really doing their job properly. They're not really promoting fights. I think Eddie Hearn is much more affable. He is much more charismatic than these guys. He connects with a younger audience. And to be honest, he's just a much better salesman, you know. I mean, he is the best promoter in world boxing right now. There's no doubt about it. And it's going to be really interesting to see if he can crack the US market. Is he just going to try for New York and then see how it goes and then sort of take it from there? Or, you know, is he going to really make a big assault on it? It's going to be interesting. Daniel Jacobs is a popular fighter in New York. So that's a good start, you know, opening office in New York. Maybe he's going to, you know, have a few shows over there every year. Interesting. And obviously Danny Jacobs signing with HBO, that's a good move for me as well. I mean, ultimately, if you're looking at the middleweights, HBO is where it's at. You've got Canelo and Golovkin there. And they're the fights he wants. He wants those big middleweight fights. So signing with HBO makes sense. And it's going to be interesting, man. Danny Jacobs has got an exciting future. You know, the loss to Triple G was extremely close in my opinion. Could have gone either way. And it was a bit disappointing not to see him back in the ring. But this news has sort of reignited my interest in Danny Jacobs' career, because ultimately, when you see a fighter perform well, win or lose, you want to see him back in the ring quite quickly, and we've not seen that of Danny Jacobs. So this is positive news, man, and I'm looking forward to seeing where Danny Jacobs goes next and who he fights next. It's going to be interesting, man. I would like a fight with Andy Lee. That fight was mentioned on the undercard of Wilder versus Ortiz. I think that'd be a good comeback fight for Danny Jacobs. It's dangerous, but it's credible. It'll be a fun fight. Somebody's getting knocked out. Danny Jacobs versus Andy Lee for me is fine. What do you guys think? Peace.